So we finished our first week of webinars and no one purchased. The proverbial you know what just hit the fan. It seems like whenever I push too hard, the machine breaks. So I got in early this morning and I decided to work on an email that was going to go to everyone who had not yet purchased a ticket to Social Media Marketing World. So one of the big fears of the entire company was, well, what if our customers who already bought the more expensive ticket find out about it? They might be a little upset that you're introducing this new option. Then I get back from lunch and my assistant, the other Jen, says, I'm starting to get emails, about 8 of them, from customers saying, why are you sending this to me announcing this new ticketing type when I've already purchased an all access ticket?
So I'm sitting at lunch, just took this huge bite, and I'm chewing, the phone's ringing, it's Mike. I'm like, oh great, what is it? He only calls at lunch when there's something wrong. Brand new ticket, just came up with it last Friday. We're gonna send out an email first thing, top priority, do it this morning, get it done, then you can go to lunch. Okay, so I sent it, went to lunch, got the call while I was eating. You send it to the wrong list. You send it to all the people who already have a ticket. So, yeah, that was a major screw up.
I was really not happy.
So I just think there's a couple ways we can handle this. Depending on what the customer's asking us. Some of them are saying, hey, I already have a ticket. I think we should just confirm, yes, they do, and we apologize that they received this email in error. And anyone that's, upset and says, I want that ticket instead of what I have, we should accommodate them, because that's kind of what we're about, customer service.
Just got off the phone with our email provider, and we've got about 760 emails that are in a spam trap.
Oh.
The recommended course of action from our email provider is that we isolate those who have not opened or done any action in the last 6 months, which is 105,000 people.
Oh.
Out of the 550,000.
Okay.
Those people are essentially getting removed from the newsletter.
Yeah, if it's a cleaner list that way, that's great.
My thinking has always been bigger equals better, but I'm starting to realize that it's not about the size, it's more about the quality. And as a result, I've become more comfortable with making decisions that pair 100,000 people at a time off the list, which sounds insane. But if those 100,000 people are not doing us any good, if they're just dead weight, then why keep them on the list? One of the things that we are trying to do is get our speakers excited about the conference. A lot of these speakers are from many diverse different communities, and we want them to be able to come together and get to know each other. An idea was presented to us to put an exclusive Facebook group together just for the speakers, and we're going to be launching that literally this week.
Hey.
Hey Eric, how's it going, man?
I think we're still going to go with the idea of launching it soft next week so that people, the speakers can get in during that downtime. This gives us a way to provide that space for them prior to the conference, for them to get excited about the conference.
I'm excited about it because I think it gives us an opportunity to talk about our conference indirectly. Because some of our speakers are so energetic and jazzed, I think it'll kind of like almost be like the flu, it'll spread, you know what I mean? All right, thank you so much. So we finished our first week of webinars, and we had about 500 people show up on the webinar, and about 100 people clicked on our offer, and no one purchased. So this week is week 2. We're more optimistic that hopefully things will work this week, but so far, we're getting a lot of people that love the webinar, but they're not actually making the purchase.
A couple weeks ago, we sent out a new email suggesting ways that people could help convince our boss.
Right here, how do I convince my boss to send me? So we added it as the first question of the FAQ. Now when we click on it, so we did a couple interesting creative things here. This page contains a template email and flyer you can email to your boss. Scroll down. It also contains ideas to help you achieve success. So it came up with 2 different ideas. Play the ideal outcome game and switch the conversation from expense to investments. We have a form letter here that they can copy and paste, and also a little flyer that they can attach to it, and we modified the form letter to kind of address what the most common objections are. So the hope is that now people are empowered to go to the boss and convince the boss. Guess what, Jen?
What?
I'm going to send you to social media marketing world.
Woohoo! 6 years in a row. Awesome.
I had 15 minutes till my next podcast interview, which was supposed to be at the top of the hour. It, prompted me, you have an important update to do to go from 10.whatever.1 to .2. So sure enough, I'm watching this installation, thinking to myself, oh, this will be nothing. But in the back of my head, don't do it. Don't do it. By the time this is all said and done, this will have been a 60-minute operation. Lesson learned, do not ever update the operating system before you're about to do a podcast interview.
The second webinar went really well. Tim did a great job, even though he was sick. Looks like we've gotten about 100 people to click the link, but no sales yet.
Look what Jen made for us.
Merry Christmas!
Oh my gosh, did you hand make every one of these?
Every single one, all from scratch, dough from scratch, hand painted, everything.
Wow. Oh, one just broke. It's got to be eaten now.
Yeah, you gotta
quality
get
control.
There we go.
Yay.
Thank you. Wow. Every year I publish this thing called the Social Media Marketing Industry Report. The 2018 Social Media Marketing Industry Report will be the 10th year in a row that I've done this study. This year, I'm going to probably combine bots and Facebook Messenger into some sort of question to kind of get a feel for how many people are using bots, what's their level of interest in using bots, and so that'll definitely make it into this year's report. One of the magic things about doing studies is to ask demographic questions, because then you can say, all right, let's look at everyone who is in the United States and who is, for example, interested in learning more about bots. What do they look like versus people outside the United States? It's kind of fascinating because this report ends up becoming something that hundreds of thousands of people subscribe to every year. The reality is that it has been a little bit stressful, as I expected it would, because I'm stepping in now and kind of getting involved with things, and I'm starting to see that I'm becoming a bottleneck because I'm still trying to do all the things that the CEO has to do, and at the same time trying to make sure that everything is functioning the way it's supposed to be functioning. But I do feel like we're making breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough, and I'm super optimistic that change is coming for the better. This has been the most crazy 12 hours. It's Facebook apocalypse. Hello, my name is Scout. Welcome to this week's episode of The Journey. Now, do me a favor, share this with your friends and Michael will give me a raise. I have been underpaid for 9 years. Bye. Please join me on The Journey. Subscribe now on YouTube by visiting journey.show. For extra special appreciation, hit the bell and let us know you've joined the Bell Squad.